Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you are. My name is John, or Last Frontier Bricks, and welcome to part 2 of my review of the LEGO Star Wars 2024 Advent Calendar. In part 1, we took a look at days 1 through 6, all of which were some pretty solid gifts, if I must say. So far, we've gotten a micro-scale X-Wing, we've gotten the Princess Leia here with the Hoth-style Christmas sweater. We've gotten a micro-scale TIE Fighter. We've gotten a Super Battle Droid, which I wasn't expecting, an AT-AT, and a Y-Wing. So a very solid start for our 2024's Star Wars Advent Calendar. I must say, I got high hopes for this one so far. So let's go ahead and jump in to part 2 of this with days 7 through 12. Alright, day 7 is done, and this one's really gonna hit a lot of people in nostalgia. It's a mini kit from the LEGO video games. These guys have been showing up in basically all the LEGO video games ever since LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga. But this is the first time we've ever actually got one in a set. So super cool. I can't believe it. LEGO actually went ahead and put this in a set. It's super cool. As I said that in part 1 of this review, each day in the calendar it represents a year of LEGO Star Wars. So I imagine this is supposed to represent the year LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga came out. So yeah, super simple, but it's really gonna hit people in the nostalgia if you've really gotten into the LEGO video games. Let's move on to day 8. Alright, day 8 is done, and while it certainly deserves to be here, I almost feel like this would do better for day 24 instead of day 8. It's a micro-scale Jabba sail barge, which certainly, like I said, certainly deserves to be in this, considering we just got Jabba's sail barge in a UCS scale, but I almost feel like this would serve better for the last day. Anyway, it's got some nice detailing. You got the sails, up top, good amount of various browns, like you got black down here, the regular brown, for the main build, and a little bit of light brown or maybe sand brown up on top. It's a pretty simple build, but it's very recognizable for what it's supposed to be. So I'm happy with it. On to day 9. Alright, day 9 is all done, and we got ourselves another good one. It's the Millennium Falcon. This thing looks pretty good, and actually used quite a bit of piece. Let's take a look underneath. You do have some tan in there, which is an interesting color choice. These don't really know why they went that, but you got some good engine thrust back here. You've got the antenna. The cockpit is in a transparent dark color. But yeah, for a microscale Millennium Falcon, you can't really ask for more than this. I think the one thing I am a little disappointed about is that you don't really have the gun turret on top. But other than that, this thing looks fantastic. On to day 10. Alright, day 10 is all done, and we're on to our next minifigure. It is Ahsoka Tano from the T6 Jedi Shuttle in her appearance, and so from both of the Ahsoka series and The Mandalorian Season 2. Wow, she looks fantastic. Wonderful printing on both the face and the Leku. Torso printing and leg printing looks good. You can actually kind of see her toes on the feet. Arm printing looks good as well, as does the back printing. And she does have a secondary face, if we can get the Leku off. Ooh, that's tight. Wow. Okay, wow, I wasn't expecting the Leku piece to be on there that tight. Hopefully I can get... There we go. Okay, I was going to say, hopefully I can get this off without damaging it. And there's her secondary alternate face. Is a much more combat-ready face. The Leku is in a hard rubber, so that's interesting. And then, of course, she's got her 2 lightsabers in the pure white. So for a figure that shows up with the exception of this, is exclusive to an $80 set. Getting this in a Advent calendar, absolutely fantastic. Figure looks great. Wonderful addition. On to day 11. Alright, day 11 is all done, and it is a micro-scale Venator class Star Destroyer. course, it's a little difficult to get into the Venator in a size at this scale, so you can't really have the dual towers in the back. But other than that, this thing looks fantastic. Shake Beam looks good. You've got the red stripe down the middle. Oh, you got the big engines in the back. Yeah, this thing looks great. I mean, I have to admit, while I was building it, before I put the red stripe down, taking a look at it like this, I honestly couldn't tell if it was a Venator or an Arquitens, because with that shaping, it could have been either one. But yeah, with the red stripe on there, yeah, I definitely say that this is a Venator. And it looks pretty good for an Advent Calendar Venator on the day 12. Alright, for day 12 is all done. The final day for part 2 of this little series. And it is another Clone Wars era vehicle. It is Emperor Palpatine's shuttle from Revenge of the Sith that you see briefly in Revenge of the Sith, when he goes to pick up Anakin, aka Darth Vader, from Mustafar. Of course, by then he's already had his lava bath. It's a pretty simple. We only got to this set once, if I remember right. We did until now. Oh, of course, then it was minifigure scale, not a micro scale build. But for a micro scale build of it, it looks pretty good. You've got the small interesting sail on top, and as so with all the micro scale shuttles, you can move the wings up for landing mode and down for flight. So yeah, that is day 12 for this one. So far, so good when it comes to Star Wars. Let's get everything on the display pad. Alright, as you can see, everything is on the display pad. I've got the mini kit on top of these crates, basically saying you have to climb on top of the crates in order to get to the mini kit. Jabba's sail bars is just chilling over here. Ahsoka is preparing to take on our super battle droid. Millennium Falcon's parked back there in the corner with Leia, so she can make a quick escape if she needs to. And then the Venator and Emperor Palpatine's shuttle are just chilling back here. So we are now halfway through this advent calendar, and I gotta say, I am loving it so far. Much like the Spider-Man one, it's not really feeling all that festive. Like, so far, we've only gotten Princess Leia and the Christmas sweater. But then again, that's not really what this advent calendar is about. It's celebrating the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars. And so far, I am definitely feeling it. We've gotten micro scale builds of stuff from the classic era. We're now moving into the Clone Wars. We got the mini kit from basically every LEGO video game out there. I wouldn't be too surprised if this Millennium Falcon is celebrating that very first UCS Millennium Falcon. I mean, so far, for a celebration of LEGO Star Wars for 25 years, this thing is doing fantastically. I can't wait to see what we got in the second half. So far, I would absolutely recommend you pick this up if you haven't. So that is the video. That is part 2 of this review. Thank you for joining me for it. If you guys enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, all that stuff. Ring the bell to be notified of all my videos as soon as they become available. Check out my channel and my entire LEGO 2024 Advent Calendar playlist on the end screen in just a few seconds. And I will see you all in the next video. Later, everybody.